Welcome back to our episode of FSI DFS Fantasy NASCAR Picks. I'm Ross Megawar 31. The truck series at Charlotte tonight, probably less than an hour when you watch this video. So I'll give you the Cliff Notes version really quick for cash and then stay tuned for GPP. Cash is really simple. Ingram spun out in qualifying. Beckes got tagged in practice accidentally by Honeycutt, hit the wall, had to repair his truck. I'm not sure if he went to backup or not, or just did a repair, but he didn't get a chance to qualify. Daniel Dye went out there, throttle stuck. They think they got it fixed. So three are starting the back. Almost everybody's going to recommend them as the prime plays, the chalk plays. They're going to be three chalkiest drivers. So just start your lineups right there. Look at the cash plays I have on the board and just go and start building. But you're probably going to want like 1 to 2 dominators. So pick somebody in the top four and then value plays to work it in. That's cash. Um, for GPP, I'm just going to go through the field. So Tanner Gray looked really good. He was fast out there and everything. 8K is not bad for a dominator. If you want to go up there, it's probably a 1 to 2 dominator build here. A short track, not short track, but short race. So not a ton of laps in intermediate tracks. So if there are the time that there've been like spread out dominators, they really haven't been like optimal. So I mean, place differential is going to be king there, and you have the three guys in the back that are probably going to do that because they're good trucks. Like some of them are elite trucks. The guys in baby blue are got the top six on intermediate tracks in this season. So keep that in mind as we go through the video. Corey Heim won last week. He's just been dominant, multiple wins this year. Really watch why I work in my lineup as my primary dominator in cash. Majeski, like him also, probably a GPP as a pivot off of Heim. Or if I'm doing like builds, I'm probably going to mix up the top four here for dominators and then play the place differential ones and figure out what values make the rest of the line work. Kruth, I think, is fine also. He's been running pretty well here, looked decent in practice, pretty fast. So he will, I think, have a chance to dominate this race also. Riggs, I think he's starting a little bit too far forward. The same thing with Purdy and Mosaic. The only thing would they all have good trucks, and they just experience wise they have enough that they could be okay. But I just don't see them getting up there and dominating. If they you can't pass here, they could potentially finish in the round where they start. But I think they're more of top 15, the top five trucks here. So I'm kind of skeptical. We're going to put a fade. If you want to put them in GPPs, I get it. They're not horrible drivers, so they're not like detrimental where they're just gonna be anchors and fall right to the back of the field. Mosaic, I think, is the best one here just because he's not racing for a title. Anytime you look at the Teach, that means that the drivers aren't permanently in the series. So that means that they don't stay out trying to get stage points at the end of each stage. They can pit early, get out there, get track position, hopefully hold it, and it gives them advantage over the green drivers. Sometimes they're just there to win races and they don't have to have as much strategy. So Jack Woods is the same thing. And Caden Honeycutt, although I thought he was permanently in the series. I don't know. But anyways, Honeycutt, I really like as an upside dominator. He was super fast in practice. I know he got into, I guess, and wrecked him there, but it wasn't a bat. He just got loose. He was just trying to go layer on different tires, trying things, seeing what fall off was. Track was hot. It was slick. It's going to be a completely different track at nighttime when this race starts. And Honeycutt has just been very solid recently. So GPP or cash, I can definitely see using him. As a value play, as a dominator, so many different ways for to use him. Curry, GPP. I think the next three here: Curry and Dean Thompson. I think they're very similar plays here, and the same thing with Stuart Friesen. Stuart Friesen's 1,000 more, and I don't think Stuart Friesen's talent starting the same position as Curry and Dean Thompson here really, it's worth paying $1,000 more for the name of Stuart Friesen. And Dean Thompson finished third here last year. He ran a great race. So, and same truck, pretty much the same team. So I definitely think that he is one to watch, and I think I'll definitely probably be one of the first guys in my GPP lineup as a value play just based on his success here last year. Ben Rude, so won the race last year, so that's I think he'll get some medium ownership here. and he's been decent. And there's a place differential. I don't know if he'll be getting up there to dominate. Wouldn't surprise me if he did. I think it would be, since he's been struggling kind of the season, he'll be playing more of try to get the stage points if possible versus going for the win. But if the win is there and for the taking and can lock him into the playoffs, then that definitely be a strategy. Taylor Gray has been solid all season. I would just be surprised if he gets up there and dominates and leads and finishes in the top five. So there's some place differential there. It's just hard to get him in the build. I'd rather go Heim. Yeah, it's and but if you want to sacrifice like one of the guys in the back and go a little bit different and think maybe it's hard to pass or maybe the issues in spinning out and qualifying or the damage to Ekis's truck or guy's throttle's not fixed completely and get off those three very chalky plays and throw Taylor Gray in your lineup and cash, then I'm perfectly fine with that. Matt Mills starting way too far forward here. It's a fade for me. Nicholas Sanchez has been dominant also. He's another one to try to work in. I'd rather do Gray just because I'm saving like 5K, but definitely place differential, and it wouldn't surprise me if Sanchez gets up there. I feel Gray's better cash play, and Sanchez is a better GPP play, just based on how he's finished races after starting so far up front usually. And Finger had a good run last time here. Last year he was top five. I think he'll be highly owned. Just not getting great results this season. GPP. Same thing with Garcia. He's $2,000 cheaper, but kind of the same story as Finger, where he's got a ton of potential, but just not getting the finishes that we want. Moffitt comes back. He's racing for trophies here in a really solid, probably the all-star Tricon truck here. Cash play. I think he'll have some high ownership if you can get to him. Kind of price in no man's land. I prefer to. I'd pay $300 more to get to Gray, but I understand if you put Moffitt in your build. Ty Dillon has been okay recently. I think he's a solid GPP fill-in, but I don't know if I trust in cash. Lawless Allen, I think you can play cash here just based on the price point, 5,400. Um, been solid. Probably can hang around at least the top 25 truck here. So even if you lose a few place differential points in his finishing position at 5,400, he's going to hit what you need to cash in cash. Matt Crafton should be strong here too. A little place differential also. So cash, I think he'll be highly owned just based on his name, and I think he's got enough floor to be safe here. Stephon Parsons ran really well in the Northwest round. It was his home track. His like Benny Parsons has like a part of the track named after him. I get it. But Parsons has been solid this year. 6,400 is not a bad price here. And actually, if you want to, he's $100 less than Daniel Dye, and that might be able to open up your lineup. If everybody's playing the same chalky guys on the bottom, that's why I put Parsons here. It's going to save you $100, and that $100 might be the difference of getting like Ben Rhodes or Taylor Gray, or being able to do something like that, or being able to get up to that last piece and make your lineup different and not only be able to cast, but maybe even like move up in the standings in GPP over some of the other ones. So I'm not saying fade Daniel Dye, but I'm saying if the accelerator is still an issue, if they didn't get it fixed, if that truck goes out there and he finishes last, Stephon Parsons might have some more upside and it might be able to, even in cash gains, get you where you need to go. So that's why I'm in prime play. Mason Maglio, I just don't trust his team. A fade for me. Connor Jones has been solid. Not racing for points, just racing for trophies out there. So different pit strategies could get up into the top 20, maybe top 15. So 6,200, I like that. Timmy Hill's usually solid, like him usually in the 30s, now in the 20s. That's why I gave him GPP. Brett Holmes has been solid. Cash play here, probably of medium ownership. Villarreal, not interested in fade. Massey drives here the truck more often, so I think I'm okay with him as cash as a punt play here. Spencer Boyd, this Freedom Racing, just even though it's Memorial Day, and thank you for any of you who have served or your families have served. Really think that we should be celebrating this weekend. I hope everybody gets a chance to just take a moment to reflect on the price it costs to keep this country free. Okay. But that's important to me. So sorry for the commercial break, but I just felt compelled to say that. So Freedom Racing, I'd love to cheer for them. I just don't think I can do it here. Jeffrey Earnhardt comes over from racing in a couple times, but mostly Xfinity. I don't know about this team MBM. I mean, they're pretty bad sometimes in Xfinity. So, but he's a decent driver. Maybe take a shot on him, but I'd rather pay $100 more for Connor Jones or 100 less for Timmy Hill. But if you already have them in there and you need somebody else in this range, that's okay. Thad Moffitt still can't do it. Not interested. Keith McGee, only if I have to, as a GPP, is the cheapest guy on the board. And then I already said Ankrum. Spun out in qualifying, they pulled the truck down. He should be put some new tires on, checked out, should be good to go at 8,500. Should be a top 15 truck here. Kristen Eckes should get up there, could possibly dominate this race. We've had guys like shotgun through the field the last couple weeks in Xfinity and Cup and truck just for various reasons, and they have been working out. They're good chalk. You just have to kind of plug them and play them. And Daniel Dye is the one that really going to have you make the decision on if you think the truck's okay. If you want to get off of like an uber chalky build, then in and like even play like a safe chalk build with a good chalk of Ankrum and Eckes, but skip die. And like I said, throw in like Parsons or something else. It might get you that $100, might go so far in getting you like one player over another and make the whole difference in it. So I got for you. I'm going to get off so I can get this out here so you can watch it before the race locks. So check that out. Video will be out tonight. Questions, put them in the chat below. I will try to respond to them as best I can. And I'll get off right now. Good luck in your contest. I'll see you next time.